This conference will now be
Well, good
recorded.
morning, good afternoon, everybody. Want to welcome you to the Flower for Living Community Wellness Healing Hour. And boy, I really want to. Today's Earth Day. Let's celebrate. Woohoo! I've been finding a lot of comfort in just listening to the birds. The just finding places in my environment. I'm very lucky. I live in Riverside, California. We have orange groves. We have all kinds of stuff in the local area, and it doesn't take that much to drive away from the urban area to get into the rural area. And even around my home, I've noticed the birds singing in the morning and night, and I just know that always reminds me when my older daughter was little. Was teaching her how to do automatic writing and journaling, and she came to me one day and she said, Mom, I got an interesting thing. And I said, what's that? She said, the birds sing the truth.
Wow.
And I went, oh, wow.
Out of the
Okay.
mouths of babes.
That's always stuck with me. So, just kind of hold your heart and listen to the birds, and they're just going to tell you the truth.
And Robin, I want to just say one thing real quick. With Robin has a flower shop, and she has a camera for the. I mean, it's a house that's been converted, and there's this beautiful tree out front, and she keeps catching this guy coming by on recording just to hug the tree.
Yeah, he's a tree hugger. And he fist bumps the tree. Sometimes he'll play basketball with the tree. It's very interesting.
They're close friends.
He'll throw the basketball at the tree, and they act like they're playing catch. It's pretty
Yeah,
interesting.
well, what do you mean they're
Like,
acting?
okay,
Come
okay.
on.
Who's to say that's not happening? Exactly, exactly. So as we're getting started today, let's all just like Amy was saying, let's just take a nice deep breath. And if you're comfortable go ahead and closing your eyes. And getting yourself grounded on the earth, this beautiful blue pearl in the universe. Let us just breathe out all her wonderful air in and give it a voice. Just a nice connection to the earth. And just feeling that warm, wonderful hug that she gives us on a continual basis, that we just kind of just get too caught up in our heads and just the busyness of the day, that we're not feeling that blanket of just love and support that we get every day. Or just creates this beautiful sanctuary for our soul that we can call Earth and Gaia. I think that's a beautiful way of being able to do that. And just, feel the support beneath your feet, whether you're sitting on a cushion or wherever you are. For people who are listening to this later, if you want to lay down, allow yourself to just kind of take in this whole session, that might be a wonderful thing to do. Just giving yourself the gift of a little bit of time out. And, it will be whatever it is, will be waiting for you on the other side. Don't worry that you can't leave it for a minute. Put a pin in it and say, I'll be back. So being able to do that, and gently breathing through our nose, out the mouth, and just, allowing everything to just kind of fall away and be here, just celebrating the glories of spring and just the beauty that, Mother Nature is giving to us. So today is an exciting day. Along with the earthing, and we've got 3 different things for our healing hour today. Amy's going to be doing a mountain meditation, and then I'm going to be talking about the equilibrium within a seed, because we're going to talk about growth and change with all this. And I'm very excited. Maria's going to be doing a Hara line of aligning us with Earth's Hara line, which I think is going to be wonderful. Exactly. Just imagine that's just stream of beam of light just bringing us down and keeping us in equilibrium, which is really great. And we were having a talk yesterday, and Spirit was always reminding us, we can keep this very simple. Let's not make it complicated. Let's just be in a place of just knowing that, if I'm sensing to do or not do, that could be just my total guidance that I need. And, I can just relax and allow that to be something that's very, you want to kiss it. Keep it simple. There you go. It's good. So with that, Amy, I would love to hear you. Let's go to a mountain.
All right. I lead a woman's fun day once a month, and we're all going through a lot of stuff, all of us. And uh, I I got to do the mountain meditation with John Kabat-Zinn. If you don't know his work, it's really beautiful. I was, geez, probably 20 years ago, trained on his full catastrophe living work, and it still stands today. And we've got a kitty, that's nature. She's nature. We're all nature, right, Robin? We're all
Yep.
nature, and
We're all nature.
remembering that, and becoming one with who we really are. So, again, there was a room full of veterans and family members, and I was like, oh gosh, how are they going to take this? And they just ate it up with a spoon. So I'm thinking, okay, so this, and we want to have this little snippet. It's not a long meditation, but it's really, I want you to, and you may not see something. I would say when you do visualization and meditations, there are people who don't see, and that's okay. I more know it than see it. So smell, taste, whatever it is, allow yourself to do that. So I'm going to share from John Kabat-Zinn's work and doing a very small part, but no, you can go do this exercise for much longer. Okay, so John Kabat-Zinn, he often uses things to embody steadiness, dignity, and the presence in the midst of change. And what I find myself saying a lot today is we need to stay in the game as the game changes, as the rules change, and as the players change. So I want to support each of you. Let's all go to the mountain together. Whatever mountain you want, it doesn't matter. There's no wrong answers here. So if you like, let's take a nice deep breath. Close your eyes if you're willing. Get your hiking boots on if you want to. Wherever you are, allow your posture to reflect the mountain. Feel your sit bones or feet at the base, solid and rooted. Let your spine, like the central axis of the mountain, tall, dignified, unhurried. Your head is at the peak, reaching gently towards the sky. Notice the natural rhythm of your breath, moving through this mountain body of yours. Now in your mind's eye, imagine a mountain you know or a mountain you're meeting for the first time. See it in your inner landscape. Notice its shape, its slopes, its presence. Whether the mountain is covered in trees, snow, rocks, or wildflowers, it simply is. Through seasons, the mountain remains in sunshine, in rain, in fog, in storms. The mountain does not chase or resist the weather. Clouds gather and pass, winds blow and calm, snow falls and melts, yet the mountain remains steady in its being. As you sit here, sense yourself as that mountain. Thoughts may come and go like passing clouds. Emotions may move like weather, gentle or intense. Life circumstances may swirl around you like changing seasons, and people may be trying to walk all over you. It's all okay. At the core of your being, there's a mountain-like presence that remains. If it feels comfortable, say this to yourself silently. I am the mountain. I can witness the weather of my life and remain grounded in its essence. If difficult feelings or sensations are present, imagine them as weather touching the surface of the mountain, but not defining its core. Rest here in silence as the mountain steady, dignified, and present. As we come to the close of this mountain meditation, feel once more the support beneath you, the length of your spine, the steadiness in your bones. Remember the mountain is still within you, even when you forget. And now, from the vast presence of the mountain, we'll journey into something very small but equally powerful, the seed. Nice deep breath. And what comes to mind is Robin's going to talk about, seeds in a new and interesting way. But what just came to my mind as we were talking, that was coming, was the mustard seed moving mountains. These things come to me. I can't help myself. So just
That's
know,
all good.
I added that people may be walking on you, so that so not right, then that's okay. People are gonna do what people are gonna do, you know, but just I'm okay. I am the mountain. And just real quickly, and then we'll move over to Robin. Has anybody done the mountain meditation before? No? Yeah, of course you have, Robin. It's one of my favorites. It's one of my
Yeah.
favorites. So
Yeah. If
play
you're
with
not,
it. Play with it. You can do it. You can just have a picture of a mountain maybe on your phone as your screensaver for a while. And then just okay, I am the mountain. I am the mountain. All right, my little seedling. Here she goes.
okay, that was great. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I had the privilege of actually going to Agape here in LA, which is a great church. And he was one of the speakers there. And it was a breakout
I'm so
session where,
jelly.
yeah, it was really great. And I really watched him before the presentation, and he was a mountain. He sat down, he was a mountain, he just kind of waited for everybody to settle. And he said, let's all take a deep breath and basically sit in dignity. And
Mm,
he says, your body knows how to sit in dignity. No
mm,
matter what, you can sit in dignity, which I thought was just like, that's, so it's one of those moments in life that you just stays with you. You know what I mean? And that's been something that's I've always had that stays with me. So we were talking yesterday about this whole idea of all this stuff, and the almanac was really working on talking about how rain will release seeds in certain kinds of plants and flowers. And so the rain was basically something that really got it from the sense of the seeds. And when I tuned in with that, the seeds was really talking about equilibrium and how, we always want to talk about, well, I need to heal. Well, ultimately, spirit would invite us to be in our equilibrium, because really it's just a matter of not really having a sense of balance. And our body knows exactly how to do that. So I think part of that is just learning to be able to just relax and trust and keep it simple, and really be in this place of just knowing, just like a seed gets planted in the ground, it has its timing, it has its way, it has its things on that. So I just really invite everybody to just kind of close your eyes again and be in this place where you invite yourself to be the seed, to be the seed of really being in something. So, and it's about not comparing ourselves with others, and simply just being able to rest in that equilibrium of just that perfectness where we can feel supported and cradled and nourished. And just like Amy was saying, the different seasons will pass, but yet the seed knows exactly when it to go ahead and allow itself to get germinated and to start sprouting, and putting that into, for, the whole thing of knowing how to be able to wait and listen to the right conditions, and being this place of just allowing, just like your body knows, to be able to rest and to be that seed when it's ready to go ahead and go out. So there's nothing to prove, there's nothing to perform, there's nothing to do. It's simply being and resting in that wisdom and that knowing. So I want to really call that seed wisdom, that we know, and we are really trusting those inklings within ourselves that are just so big. But yeah, and being able to allow those whispers to come forward and allowing us to sprout out new things that are just, inklings of ourselves with our gifts and talents that are ready to come forward, and being able to use that voice and our talents in ways that really can grow and flourish. So imagine that you're the seed and you begin to come from a sense of that warmth, and moisture is reaching you, and the light is beginning to come from above, and the ground below is really just whispering for you to grow and just to be in this really beautiful place. And as you have your roots downward and your depth of your grounding, the sprouts can begin to grow and stretch and have that dynamic balance of rooting and rising at the same time. And it's wonderful that it's that whole vertical thing, just like we're doing today with the Hara line for ourselves, the Hara line for the earth, and really being in that place of just having it be something that can help us to grow and expand ourselves in ways that we can't know. So go ahead, put your hand to your heart and just kind of close your eyes and ask yourself, may my inner seed be something that really helps me to in tune with myself. And it's that quality of growing, what is growing inside of me now? Can I rest in that and trust that there's joy and clarity, courage and compassion? And let that one word rise from you of whatever that seed is whispering to you of what wants to be grown and brought forward. And once you feel that word and the knowing of that, allow that word to expand in your seed and have it being connected to your soil of your life, in your relationships, your work, your body. It doesn't have to burst into full bloom tonight, but yet maybe it will. Who knows? Allow it to be expressing exactly what it wants to be, and know that it has to be what it is. And then the next time it will be just that growth of step. So just remember, like the seed, that you have a built-in orientation toward growth and equilibrium. It's just our natural way of being. And we can allow that to be something that natural force of knowing is there whispering to us continually. If I can allow myself to just rest and relax and sit and be in dignity, and be in that dignity of who I am. And just go ahead and let's take a deep breath. And just allow our seed to really be sharing with us what needs to be done. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of light language to activate the light within your seed. So, ene kotse kada mala, este kotse kada mala la, ene koda kana mala, katani gona kanena konda kanada, katani gona kanena, eating one kanada, one kasi kote pelela, ala kona sele wala, kadir wala kanena, asa, kanana, asa, asa, asa. And again, another deep breath. And I'm going to turn it over to Maria to go do our.
Yeah, let's be with this for a second. If anybody wants to share anything, and then I'll lead into.
Anybody want to share their word that they got with their seed?
Robin, yeah, let me. For me, I got an acorn is going to be an oak tree, and so you did just trusting that my acornness is going to be an oak tree, and then it's just water it, fertilize it, right? Have good gardeners around me that take good care of it. How about you, Maria?
Oh my God, this was lovely. And I got the seed was a corn kernel.
Mm.
And it was moving like, in animation, moving around. And at some time I asked, do you want to be popcorn or do you want to be a plant? And it says, I'm ready to sprout because I will give millions of seeds to wherever I land. And I said, okay, ready to sprout. I'll take that for sure.
Beautiful. Yes. And I love that you asked the question, do you want to be popcorn? Because that's it. That's that one kernel then, right?
Yeah.
And you listened and got, nope, I want to be all over the place.
Exactly. Yay. Right? That was funny, but at the same
I love
time,
that. I think that you were using discernment. There was whatever, maybe a part wanted to be a popcorn. Yeah. And like Robin says, and I'm just going to tell you this, that a lot of times vegetables, whatever, want us to ingest them so they get to have the experience of going through us. So maybe, I don't know.
It's another experience, just like we want experiences. Yeah, exactly. And and I think that's great too, for just like, because I know how much you love popcorn. So that whole level of popcorn being something and being unique, and that, like you said, it's so profound, one-time shot or seeds forever. And I think that's really, really profound. Yeah.
And one's not better than the other, right?
No.
Better than the other.
No, absolutely. Same thing happened when I was doing the mountain meditation. My parents are from Venezuela, right? And if you're Venezuelan, there are two great mountains, actually three great mountains in the country. So one was the first time I went to visit Venezuela. There is this huge mountain in the city. I was 8 years old, and for me, it was huge. I grew up in Philly, which is flat, but here it was huge. And then I go to the Andes, and there was this other mountain in a tropical country full of snow. So for me, it was shocking. So these two mountains came to mind. And again, who do you want to be? The one with the snow, or the one that guards an entire city.
Wow.
So that was the one that
What'd you
chose
choose? What'd you
me.
choose?
Yes, the one that guards the city.
Of course you did.
Yeah, of course. But it's being a choosing a day kind of
Oh, I love that.
meditation.
Yeah, I love that. And anybody else want to share something? I don't want to hold anybody back. Anybody else? No pressure, ever. All right, so we're the mountain, we're seeds sprouting. Oh, one thing I want to talk about, we talked about this yesterday. I'm guilty that we plant seeds and then we dig them up. Is it growing? Is it growing? Is it growing? Don't dig them up. Not that I would do such a thing, but I've heard
I
stories.
am the one.
All right, so I want to talk a little bit about Hara line, not from I know anything about them other than everything I've learned from Maria, is that we have a Hara line. I'm going into a group today. Well, I entered here. I checked my Hara line and I checked the Hara line of the group that would form. I'm going to, right after this, I'm going to go be on another thing. I'm going to check my Hara line, that Hara line. Then I'm going to go from there to a group thing. So I'm going to do the Hara line of the group and me. Whew. And I learned all that from Maria, and it makes my life so much easier. Thank you, Maria.
Yes. We have many ways to refer to the Hara line. We call it our pole dancing.
Yes, we do.
So that's one of the things that girls, have you checked your pole dancing today? Is it firm and steady? Are you gonna hang to it and dance your way around during the day? So yes, so for you who don't know what a Hara line, it is a center tube with roots in Vedic, Oriental knowledge. But it was first described by Barbara Brennan, who was a biophysicist. And it was in the 80s when she noticed that this was an intrinsic part of our energy anatomy. And it's not to be confused with the chi channel or the prana tube. They coexist together, each one with a different function. But it clarified a lot of things for me. When I came into this world, I remember choosing the experience that I wanted to live. And all of a sudden, I mean, there's a void, a wormhole, literally, and I landed in an embryo. So I have all those memories of me. And I don't remember clearly, but I think it was once your heart is formed completely that you develop your own Hara line. But this Hara line, it is necessary for us to keep an eye on it. It's going to be there, but it has key points in our bodies for our development and remind us what we came to do, right? It has 4 different points where it stays steady. And one is the Earth Star chakra. The other point is what it's called the Dantian, which is about 2 inches below our belly button. Then we have another point near our thymus, and it's the seat of the soul. And then we have one on top of us, which is probably about 2 feet above our head, and it's the identification point. So when we enter, this is actually a wormhole in fifth dimension or above, when you enter and you're going through all those points, the information of who your parents, where you're going to be born, what's your mission, what are you here to do, what are you going to create, and how long are you going to be rooted in this planet is there. Some of us can easy access to that information because it's important into our mission. Some of us don't know it, but they know that there are certain projects in our life that the information is there, right? But why is it important to work with it? Because I notice in my work when the Hara line starts disintegrating or starts getting really wonky or zigzaggy, there is a problem that it's going to translate in the physical body. And you get the information there first, then your chakras, and then your meridians. You also get that information in your toroidal field, because from the Hara line in your seat of the soul, that's where your toroidal field starts. So I would recommend everyone here to check your Hara every day, as this axis that runs through us and connects us with Earth, and it's a gateway to Source. So again, I want you to do this meditations with your eyes open. Why? Because I want you to feel the running of the energy up and down. I would ask you to fit and sit comfortable in an upright position. Also, I just want you to do this with your hands. You're activating points of vision that are in your hands and points that are very sensitive, because this is a meditation to feel and notice. And first, allow that things come into your mind's eye. Bring one hand gently just above, just below, your navel. And there lies the seed of creativity. This is your center of gravity. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Inhale. Naturally, easily. Without closing your eyes, I want you to feel this field of energy. It's like a pearl or a golden seed. Just notice what you feel, what's happening to your hands. Try to massage that area and breathe as softly as you can. In your eyes, mine, you could see a pearl, a golden seed. Feel, feel, feel. Now, with your intention and imagination, imagine a slender vertical light running through the center of your body, going up to 2 feet below your feet, and up 2 feet be up your head. Just notice. You might feel changes in temperature. You might see the colors of this slender column of light. So see how it threads from above your head, down through your throat. You might feel tingling, which I am feeling right here. And it goes down your throat, your heart, your solar plexus, your dantian, your entire pelvis area, your legs, and it goes down to your feet, into planet Earth. You notice that it's stretching also up above your head, into the vastness of Source, the divine, the greater field of unified consciousness. And that's the reason why everything and everyone has a Hara line, a group, our planet, inanimate products, a pet, a plant. This is the connection with the unified field of consciousness. Take a deep breath. The Hara line is the line of purpose, the essence of your presence, the alignment. Take a deep breath and you can close your eyes. And I want you to simply notice how does it feel now? Is it completely straight? Are there any kinks? Is it clear and bright? Is it dim, interrupted, wobbly? I want you intentionally Breathe into it with no judgment, no expectation. With each breath, it will straighten and strengthen this line. With each breath, invite your Hara to melt distortions, to become clearer, steadier. And I want you to repeat with me silently or whichever way you feel comfortable. My Hara line is a line. I am connected to Source and to Earth. I stand in my true access, firm, conscious, in love, awaken, and aware. Follow this line down through Earth and check and feel how many seeds can sprout with this energy. How many projects you had laying dormant that could sprout now. Feel the changes in temperature when you are connecting to Mother Earth. And see how these energy envelopes the core of Mother Earth, allowing your purpose and mission on this planet to flourish. I want you to sense how strong and powerful this access is. Align with Mother Earth. And allow powerfully but softly to rest this Hara line on our Mother Earth. Feel the Earth alignment. And feel how the Mother's love easily flows towards you, making you feel protected, loved, secure, knowing your truth, knowing your purpose, knowing that you are free. Once you know that in your heart, deep in your soul, I want you to move your attention to the group Hara line. Doesn't matter if you watch this now or later. Just notice how these groups Hara is anchored within Mother Earth. We are all entering to the coherence field of Mother Earth. Just with this reciprocity, allow Mother Earth to help us heal the fear, not knowing, the scattered energy to be composted and transformed and see the column of light, the group Hara line, and hold the collective intention, especially today, for balance, love to our Mother Earth that sustains us. With your next breath, allow some of the steadiness from your mountain, the intelligence, the innate power of your seed to flow into the group Hara, creating a living access for ourselves and our planet. For 30 seconds, we're going to rest here. Notice your personal Hara, planetary Hara, and the group Hara glowing. Continue noticing as we prepare to share. Keep a soft awareness of your Hara line. Because when you listen and listen from your Hara, when you speak, let your words rise from that center. Take a deep breath. And I'll invite you now to share. Because from this aligned place, I want to hear everyone.
For me, I feel a lot more calm. I have a crazy, crazy day today, and I feel more, it's more doable.
Good.
Go ahead, girl.
Well, on my side, super peaceful. And the color that always comes to me is usually yellow, but this time it was very white. Oh, I visualize it like that. I don't know. No. But I make sure I'm a sorry about my English today. It's kind of weird. Visualization. I really made the intention to have it very strong and bright and light. So connecting both divinity and earth. It was very warm when I put my hand in the tantum. Very warm and nourishing, I would say. And my feet were very cold throughout the whole meditation. And when I visualized the roots, it was a lot of roots. So I guess I have a lot of things to do.
Great.
I don't want to get stressed about it, but it was lots of roots there. So let's see what comes next.
Well, you know what? And they did it without you even knowing and making an effort. So, right, what if it can't continue that way?
Yeah, who knows? So yeah,
And maybe setting new foundations for yourself that are just starting to come into view of what that looks like for yourself, and kind of spreading out in different ways as opposed to what I'm used to going down. Maybe I need to go out and be more horizontal for a little while before I go down. So part of it could be stability.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. For me, it was very still. I got very quiet and still. It was very beautiful. Very spacious and still.
Well,
Good morning, everybody. I'm sorry I
Good
got in
morning.
late,
Glad
but
you're here.
my experience was wonderful, especially when she said that as a group we have to see and it was like a tree, like those trees that go. They said in Venezuela we have some mountains that are flat. They say that they used to be like big trees that they become mountains. Therefore, I saw us, or I saw a group with the Hara line, like a coming, but like different Hara line and connecting. I didn't see like a spark or anything, but I saw as a group us connected, and all the Hara lines, they were like branches, but they were going straight. And I usually do work with my Hara line daily. Therefore, that's something that Marisabel taught me there, from there. Thank you very much. Wonderful, wonderful, beautiful. Thank you.
good morning. Well, it's great to hear others' experiences, and I wish that I could see and feel as much. I really don't. But I shared Robin's feeling. I felt very, just very relaxed and peaceful. It was beautiful meditation. Thank you.
All right, Robin, you want to bring us home?
Okay, well, again, we want to thank you all for joining us. And as always, if you can't make it, we're going to be posting these regularly on our Wednesdays. It'll be on our group, and also we'll be having it on YouTube. So making on that, and please make comments over at our Flowerful Living Community Wellness page, just letting people know We're posting them there too. So there's different places you can get the YouTubes. So, just share with people, because it's a matter of, it's taking the time to make sure that you're special enough, you care enough about yourself, that you're taking that time every day to be in dignity, to be planting your seeds and being the mountain that you are. There you go.
Thank you.
Have a great week.
Thank you so much, all of you. Thank you very much. Have a
Thank
great
you
week.
to all of you.